The Book of Revelation is a mysterious and powerful book. It is filled with vivid imagery and symbolism. One of the most striking figures in Revelation is the Great Dragon. This dragon is not just a mythical creature. It represents something much darker and more profound. It represents the forces of chaos and evil that seek to destroy God's creation. The dragon appears early in Revelation, emerging from the sea. This is no ordinary creature. It is a terrifying beast, full of rage and destruction. Its presence heralds a time of great tribulation. The world will be tested like never before. The dragon in Revelation is a symbol of pure evil. It embodies everything that is opposed to God and his plan for humanity. Its appearance marks the beginning of the final showdown between good and evil. John, the author of Revelation, describes the dragon in terrifying detail. It has 7 heads, each adorned with a blasphemous crown. This signifies the dragon's immense power and its defiance of God. The 7 heads could represent the many empires and rulers that have persecuted God's people throughout history. The dragon also has 10 horns. These represent the full measure of its power and its ability to inflict pain and suffering upon the world. The dragon's tail, sweeping down a third of the stars, illustrates the devastating impact of evil on God's creation. The dragon's fiery red color symbolizes its destructive nature. Red is the color of fire, blood, and rage. It is a reminder of the burning hatred that the dragon harbors for God and his people. The dragon is not a creature to be trifled with. It is a force of pure evil, bent on destruction. The dragon's primary target is the woman clothed with the sun. This woman represents God's people, both the church and Israel. She is pregnant and about to give birth, symbolizing the hope and promise of redemption. The dragon seeks to devour her child, to destroy the hope that God offers to the world. This cosmic battle between the dragon and the woman represents the ongoing struggle between good and evil that has raged since the beginning of time. The dragon, with its immense power and hatred, tries to thwart God's plan. The woman, representing God's people, endures the dragon's attacks with faith and resilience. The dragon's attack on the woman represents the persecution and suffering that God's people have faced throughout history. But the woman's resilience and ultimate victory point to the enduring power of faith. This scene reminds us that even in the darkest of times, God is with his people. He will not abandon them. Section 4. The First Defeat. Archangel Michael casts down the dragon. The Book of Revelation describes a great battle in heaven. The Archangel Michael and his angels fight against the dragon and its demonic horde. Michael, the warrior angel, leads the forces of good against the forces of evil. The outcome of this battle is never in doubt. Michael and his angels defeat the dragon, casting it down to the earth. This is a significant victory for God's people. It shows that evil, though powerful, is not ultimately victorious. God is still in control. This first defeat of the dragon signifies the ultimate victory of good over evil. It reminds us that even though evil may seem powerful, it is ultimately defeated. This battle in heaven also serves as a reminder that the battle between good and evil is not just a physical one. It is also a spiritual battle that rages in the hearts of men and women. Section 5. The final victory. Christ triumphs over the dragon. The dragon's defeat in heaven is not the end of the story. It continues to wreak havoc on earth, but its time is limited. The Book of Revelation tells of a final showdown between the dragon and Jesus Christ. When Christ returns, he will confront the dragon. This time, the victory will be complete and final. The dragon will be bound and cast into the lake of fire, eternally separated from God. This final victory marks the end of evil and the dawn of a new era of peace and righteousness. With the dragon's final defeat, God's kingdom will be established on earth. There will be no more suffering, no more pain, and no more death. This is the hope that sustains Christians through difficult times. Section 6. A message for the faithful, vigilance and trust in God's power. The story of the great dragon in Revelation is a reminder to Christians that evil is real and powerful. We must be vigilant against its influence. But we must also remember that God is more powerful. He will ultimately triumph. The message of Revelation is one of hope and encouragement. Even in the midst of tribulation, we can be confident that God is with us. The dragon, though fearsome, is already defeated. We need not fear it. The key to overcoming the dragon's influence is to remain faithful to God. We must stand firm in our belief, even in the face of adversity. The Book of Revelation reminds us that the battle against evil is not one that we fight alone. God is with us.